Looking ahead to the trading week beginning July 29th, we got some pretty big rate decisions by central banks coming up. The Bank of Japan, the Bank of England, and the US FOMC. Bank of England is expected to cut rates. The Bank of Japan is expected to consider a rate hike and trim their bond purchases. And the FOMC in the US is expected to stand pat but set up the markets for a September rate cut. Given that we've got 2 consecutive weeks lower for the Nasdaq and the S&P, yet 4 weeks higher for the Dow and 3 weeks higher for the Russell, it's going to be important to see what our FOMC says, but not only that, what these other central banks actually do. Yields were lower on the front end of the curve, turning that 2s10s inversion from negative 24 last week to negative 18 settlement this week, so that's critical as well. We also have a non-farm payrolls number and an OPEC meeting next week. 185,000 jobs are expected to be added by the market. An unchanged unemployment rate and wage figures are also within analysts' expectations. The August 1st OPEC meeting, they're expected to review production cuts, and since the last meeting, WTI crude oil is down over 6%. That worries some analysts regarding the outcome of this meeting. Earnings and data next week, 669 companies with $1 billion or more in market caps, including 34% of the S&P 500, are reporting. Some of the bigger names are Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, AMD, Qualcomm, Intel, Coinbase, Boeing, Illinois Tool Works, Exxon, Chevron, and Valero, Merck, Pfizer, and Moderna, Marriott, MasterCard, McDonald's, and Starbucks. In terms of data, retail sales in Germany on Monday, along with the unemployment rate in Japan. Also, we get a Treasury refunding finance estimates announcement in the U.S. Tuesday, German GDP and inflation data, U.S. consumer confidence, and China PMI. Wednesday, big day, Bank of Japan rate decision and the FOMC rate decision, along with EU inflation data and German employment data. Thursday, the new month begins with the revision of small to medium-sized business-sized PMI data in Germany, the EU, and the US, as well as a Bank of England rate decision, ISM manufacturing PMI data and jobless claims in the US, and then Friday, US factory orders and that non-farm payrolls number that we mentioned earlier.